So everything that I do is intentional. It's because of where I wanted to go. So these courses are definitely a way for me to get to a position where I want to be.
Hey there, this is Neil Napier from MyFirst1000, and our guest today is Sonny Tee. Now, Sonny has been creating courses left, right, and center, and he's doing really well doing that and a lot of other stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grill Sonny about how he made his first $1,000, why he did it, and where he is at right now. So Sonny, welcome to this session with us today. Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
I can. Hey, what's up, Neil? Thanks for having me here. So my business is called Freedom Nation, and I started off, basically, you know what's funny is that I didn't start off wanting to do courses. What I did was I saw that Tai Lopez, everybody knows who he is, big marketer. He had a course out about social media marketing, and it was garbage. And so I basically said I would give it away. And so I didn't want to do like some copyright infringement or something like that. So I actually watched the course, and I gave the course away. I just spoke it out on YouTube for free. And then, to be honest with you, let me tell you how I hacked. I hacked Russell Brunson. He had a course out, his marketing in his car, get it for free on his MP3 player. I said, well, I sold my course on an MP3 player like that. I kind of hacked Russell Brunson, and that's how my first course came about. And since then, I've put out a bunch more. And now, like, my main course is called the 80/80, which is 80% more information for 80% less than what you get, with Tyler. So that's kind of how it started, and that's what my business is right now.
That's awesome, because I've seen your live videos in your group, and your group's actually also called Funnel Hackers Pro, right? So I've seen your live videos. You are quite honest about things. You're very upfront, and you speak straight from the heart. So that's your personality then, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's I call it the no fluff zone. And I'm just a no BS kind of guy, man. I want to give you exactly what it is. Now, they say that you can't really sell hard work, but it's been working for me. I tell people that you have to do the work. And if you come to work every day, which is my thing, that's my hashtag, every day. If you just, even if it's only 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, but every day you do some work, you're going to get results.
I like it. Because,
Go ahead.
No, I like it because everyone says, oh, it's just 10 minutes, you click a button and you're done, but it's not like that at all, right?
Exactly.
Wow. But tell me this, Sonny, then, I know your first course kind of came by accident because you saw the quality out there wasn't very good, but when you tried to sell it, did you have any obstacles in your way? What stopped you basically from taking that leap of faith?
Man, you know what, Neil? I'm going to have to just be honest here, man, that I didn't have any, I just did it.
Okay.
I already knew hey, man, hesitation is procrastination, all the things that we say ourselves. Mm-hmm. And I knew, I've always been this way. Just let's get it done. I knew, I read, and this stuck with me, man. I read this in my 20s. It was that, what is it called? To Think and Grow Rich, right? The book Think and Grow Rich. I read that in my 20s, and it always stuck with me, man. It was like, I know what to do to be a champion. I didn't know how I was going to do it or when I was going to do it, but I knew what it took to be a champion. I've had a lot of businesses that did okay, some did, but this one I knew, man, let's just go to work. And so there was no hesitation on my part. Nothing really held me back. I just did it and put it out there, and it started selling. I was amazed too. I was really
nice. So this one should be easy to answer.
My God.
I think we have some more audio issues now.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this should be easy to answer, but how long did it take you to make your first $1,000 selling this course that you'd created?
2 days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It wasn't long at all, man. I started off, I'm keeping it real with you. My very first month, I think I started at the end of the month, and we did $567 like the first day. Then in the next month that came along, my second month I did like $4,000, like $4,000. Yeah, and the next month it was like 10 grand. That was like after my first 3 months doing this.
Wow, so growing pretty aggressively. And is that part of your plan then, using courses to grow your business?
Say it again, I couldn't hear you, I apologize.
Sure, no, it's okay. So is that part of your plan, to continue doing courses and selling courses to grow your business?
You know, courses really weren't like the main thing that I want to do. To be honest with you, my main goal, everybody knows who Joe Rogan is. My main goal is to become like Joe Rogan or the Oprah Winfrey of marketing on YouTube. That's my main goal. I want to have a big studio and invite big guys like Neil Napier over to my studio here in France, and we chop it up and do like we're doing right now, just in the studio and talking about marketing, the challenge and stuff. So that's kind of my thing. The courses are good. But to be honest with you, my courses are great, but what I do now with it is I add in live coaching in another private group that I have. And that group of people are doing really well. So I do a course along with live coaching, and it's a lot better. But membership courses will always be a part of what I do. Absolutely.
Sure. And I can see the way you're explaining this, it's a stepping stone. So you have bigger things than membership sites planned, and membership sites are feeding into that as well.
Absolutely. Exactly. This is, it's really weird, man. I watched the Oprah Winfrey video, and she did an interview, and she said the reason why that the Oprah Winfrey show was #1 for 25 years is because she intended it to be. So everything that I do is intentional. It's because of where I wanted to go. So these courses are definitely a way for me to get to a position where I want to be. So like moving to the south of France, my courses got me here. I bought a new house. I bought a Ferrari. I purchased a new Range Rover, and they got me to this point. Now, my main goal is to buy $1 million house in Monaco and have the studio there. So all the courses and everything that I do build that and to get to the larger picture. Absolutely.
Okay, so I think somewhere in there, you invited me to come and visit you in France, and I accepted, right?
Absolutely, man. Come on out, man.
No, that's fantastic. That is amazing. Cool. So, I mean, your life has really changed, you know, by you setting up an online business for yourself, doing courses, doing coaching, teaching other people these marketing techniques. That's correct, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you a quick story, man. My wife and I moved here 5 years ago, and we were absolutely broke. We were living in the Dominican Republic. And when I came back to France, I hadn't had a place here. I had a home here, but it had got robbed. We didn't want to live there. So I bought a house here for almost nothing. And I gave myself what I call an FU fund. Like if nothing else happens, no one can come and ask me for any money. No one can do anything. Nobody asked me for any rent money. So I bought a small little cottage in the middle of France, and we fixed it up as we went along. And that's where it started. It gave me enough room to become creative, and but we didn't have anything, zero. And I built this business from nothing. My first videos that I started recording, the microphone was sitting on shoe boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, my life has changed a lot since I started this.
I mean, that's real. You know, I don't use the term rags to riches, you know, loosely, but that's real rags to riches kind of story in this case. That's impressive.
Absolutely. I went from, my goal was to start with zero. So I started with zero. I went into Facebook groups. I hustled up. People were asking questions about marketing. I answered them, and a lot of them private messaged me, say, hey man, could you give me some coaching? I charged a few $100s for coaching. Next thing I know, I had $3,000. I was able to buy a microphone stand, and I just kept going. Yeah, exactly. I bought a camera and then just moved on. That's exactly what happened.
I like it. I like it. Although again, today the camera isn't working, but I know you have one because I've seen a lot of your videos.
We're gonna do another one of these, man, when I can just like do it properly, man.
Absolutely. No, no, this is good. I like this. This is very honest. But let me ask you this. So I know you are an out-and-out action taker. That's your only mantra. That's the only thing you do. What what can you say to other people who are listening in and who feel like they want to do this, but still there's a voice inside their head that's stopping them? What can you tell them?
Stop listening to the voice and get it done. Start making moves. Don't listen to that voice saying why you can't do something. Quit giving yourself every reason to why you can't do it. All you have to do is get it done. Oh, I don't want to show my face. I have a 6-figure business, and Neil can tell you I wasn't showing my face till up to maybe 3 weeks ago. Everything that I've done, I haven't shown my face. Oh, I don't have anything to say. Neither did I. I started off talking about somebody else's course and made, $5,000. So stop thinking about it. Get to work. Get in front of the microphone. Get in front of your whiteboard or whatever you're going to teach with, and start doing it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody knows it's not perfect except for you, the only person that knows that. Everybody else is just waiting to get the information that you have, and you're really doing them a disservice by not giving it to them.
Absolutely. I like that attitude that it is your responsibility if you know something to help other people. So
absolutely. That's the way you're going to get it done, by giving away what you know. Just give it away.
That's good. And I mean, again, I can attest to that because I hang out in your groups, and you do much more valuable free content than I do. And I kind of feel bad sometimes. I'm like, I should be doing more because I'm just watching Sonny's videos, and yeah, so that's good. I mean, it's inspiring for me as well to watch those.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No, I like it. But Sonny, let's make this fun for a few minutes. So I want to ask you a few quick fire questions. The very first thing is, what's your favorite book?
Ah, man, I knew you were going to ask me something like that. I'm going to go with Think and Grow Rich, man, because that's what started it for me. Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, wow. You're the third person who said that. So I really have to pick up that book and read it. I still haven't done that.
Book? All right. I'm sending you the book. At the end of this, give me your address, and I'm going to send you the book.
Fair enough. That's good. That's awesome. I appreciate that. No, that's fantastic. What about music, Sonny? What kind of music are you into, and what's your favorite band?
Jazz, man. I'm a jazz guy. That's if I have to kick back and relax, man. I'm jazz. I'm listening to some Coltrane, Miles, and then some stuff like Najee, David Sanborn, some easy listening stuff. But Al Jarreau. Yeah, I'm a jazz guy.
Nice. Do you play at all, or just listen?
Man, I play the drums a little bit. That's one of the things that I want to start doing is teach. I want to learn how to play the drums and sing. I want to sing as well. Just something else to do, yeah.
And I mean, if you have a studio, you should, then you definitely should.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what the whole studio is for, man. We're going to have a jam session in there.
Yeah, the business is just an excuse for the wife. You really just want a drum, studio where you can play drums. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So what else you got for me?
Good. So tell me, do you travel a lot? I know you're in France at the moment, but do you travel outside of France? And if you do, what's your favorite place to go to?
All right. So here's the thing with travel. So I told you that my wife and I were living in Dominican Republic. So I've been to 65 countries, I think more. And I've lived in, we did a count one day, and I think I've lived in like 16 of them. So I've lived in Bali. I did the whole Southeast Asia. I lived in China, lived in Vietnam. I didn't live in Vietnam. I visited Vietnam. I lived in the Philippines. I've done it all, right?
Sure.
My absolute favorite places to go. And what I did is I told myself I wanted to go around the world. I've been around the world, the fat part, for 3 times. And I said that if I go a couple of places that I like, I wanted to do it, more than once. I go twice. Bali. If I had to leave France, Bali probably would be the first place I would choose to go live. Bali was really laid back. Barcelona, besides Paris, Barcelona is my favorite city. It's really cool, laid back, nice weather. I lived there on a sailboat for like a year. It was pretty cool. And I lived in the south of Spain as well, but I like Barcelona better. And yeah, when I traveled, I just kind of went around places that I wanted to go. So like I first went I went to like 3 countries in Africa, like I think it was Nigeria and Ghana. Yeah, Ghana, and I've been to like South Africa. So I just traveled to places I wanted to go, and then I kind of did Southeast Asia for a while. Then I did Europe. And when I got to Europe, I just did everything here. Never been to India though, man. Never been to India. That's like one of the places I kind of wish I would have went to.
Yeah, it's a good place. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But that's fantastic. No, I mean you've traveled. You know, I talk to a lot of digital nomads, and you've definitely done a lot more than they have done in the long life. So this is pretty good. I like it.
I did that before the internet business. This was all just us. Seriously, I was hustling, like selling stuff like from China. There was like knockoff bags, and people would call me like, "Hey, can you give me some knockoff handbags?" Yeah, and I would sell this. You know, I would do whatever, just kind of hustling while I was gone. I was like the digital nomad before it was a thing. You know?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. You're just a hustling nomad. I like it.
Yeah.
One last thing, Sonny, for you. If people want to get in touch with you or know more about what you do, how can they find you online? Can you tell me about that?
MyFirst1000.io, right there to my group, the one you're talking about, Funnel Hacker Pro. That's my baby. And if you want to get a hold of me and come check me out, like Neil's already mentioned, I give out a lot of free training in that group, man. I'll just go live and just decide to go just give out like a 30-minute training. So if you want to get a hold of me and come check me out, I'm always there day and night, man. FHP.io.
FHP.io. Perfect. And I have to say, you know, the people in your group are super engaged because of that free content. Like I said, I wish I had the time and the energy to do as much as you do. It's fantastic, and then, you know, disappointing at the same time.
I've watched you in your group. I get jealous of you. I'm like, man, he's doing so much cool stuff. Like the little group, the stuff you do. I was going to steal it the other day. Doing the competition for most engaged. Yeah, I got to steal that one from you. I really like that one.
You should. We learn from each other, so that's the way to go.
Absolutely.
Cool. Sonny, I really appreciate you taking the time out to do this with us. Thank you so much. And I'll share this with everyone. I'm sure people would be super inspired by what you've talked about today. Awesome. So thank you.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
Man, sorry about the